What's up, guys? So, my first ever, technically, first ever Vinegar Syndrome sale haul. So, I do have, and I've shown this, I think, on the previous before, I do have a copy of their, what is that movie called? Putney Swope. But this is the first time that I've bought from them. And for the most part, I'm dipping into this stuff. I'm trying it out, but for the most part, it's never really appealed to me. That kind of like horror, campy, or gory, or exploitation kind of stuff. Things that I'm definitely interested in watching just to expand my horizons and my film knowledge and stuff, but not necessarily something that I gravitate to. So, and I don't know how much or what, like, for those of you who are fans of Vinegar Syndrome, what you'll think of my picks. Maybe they're a bit mainstream, but other stuff I couldn't get as much this year, so next year for sure, getting more into this stuff, especially their just to try it out, the Mexican director Ruben Galindo, something like that, Jr. I think. Check out his stuff, and then I've amassed a couple of little recommendations that people have said that I've learned either from podcasts. Just a Disc podcast gave me some good recommendations, so I'm excited. Of course, I had to get it. This one I pre-ordered too when they first announced it, when they first offered it. I was like, I needed to get that as soon as possible. So, pretty much 4 movies. And of course, no unboxing, because at this point, especially because I got mine kind of late, you guys have seen it already. It's Beastmaster. It's supposed to have such a really good image. They did a really good restoration, apparently. And I've seen Conan already, which is another movie I would love to see on 4K. And given how good and sexy they've done this release, it probably would be just as amazing if they did Conan as well in 4K, because that movie, it had some really wide screen, it had some wide lenses that they used in some scenes that just I think would look magnificent in 4K. I watched it on a kind of crappy DVD, unfortunately, but even then I could just see how beautiful it was. Then I picked up Taking Tiger Mountain, which I had read somewhere, just being about an interesting kind of almost experimental-ish kind of movie. So I'm excited just to check it out. And to go along with it, again, these are fairly mainstream and not typical of a lot of Vinegar Syndrome, but Patty Hearst. I'm a fan so far of what I've seen of Paul Schrader. So, getting a chance to watch I think this is his first movie. No, Blue Collar was his first movie. This is like one of his earlier films, though, and underrated, considered by a lot of people. So, it's true what people say. Vinegar Syndrome slipcovers are just gorgeous. They really do have the best slipcovers I've seen. But still, the slipcover is not enough to make me, shell out money if it's not limited. But I just decided just to go with these 2 at least, just to get some. And then I was one of the lucky early people, and I picked up Rat on 4K. At first I had thought that, okay, the slipcover edition and all that snazzy lenticular one was out of print, and they were just gonna keep the 4K, and I would have enough time to later on check it out. But I just happened to be reading one of their posts, and they said that no, the movie itself in 4K is limited, so I couldn't just wait for it. So I was there when they first started, and I just immediately grabbed. This is the first thing that I grabbed since Beastmaster was pre-ordered, and yeah, I'm excited to watch it. This does look like up my alley as well. Just this kind of stuff that I would have grown up to watching probably. And I'll let you guys know. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna talk about it, but I'll let you guys know. And that's pretty much it. I know it's not as extensive as a lot of other people's videos, and just how much that they've been getting, but these movies all appeal to me. And it's a further exploration of just how good Vinegar Syndrome does, because they have a lot of high praise for their work. And so if you can appreciate the movies they put out, you can really appreciate this company. Isn't this gorgeous? This is absolutely stunning. It's sad when companies do a limited, just general limited run. You know, it prevents future people from being able to enjoy it. So I hope that Beastmaster doesn't do the same thing. That future, you know, somebody who discovers Vinegar Syndrome a year, 2 years from now, 3 years, will be able to discover that they did be Beastmaster and can enjoy it, you know, and don't have to shell out a lot of money just to watch the film if maybe they're not even interested in this kind of stuff in the first place. Unlike, say, you know, Rad, they've missed out, and somebody who just wants to see this in 4K in all its glory is just unfortunately you're gonna have to pay a lot of money now. It sucks, but that's just the way it is. So I will definitely be. I don't know if I'll review every single one of these. I might just do a double, you know, for Patty in this one. But I'm definitely going to talk about both of these two in January, I think. So let me know what you guys think of Vinegar Syndrome or these movies or just anything in general. Tell me about your dog. Are they okay? And yeah, I hope you guys are having a good time as you can. You know, staying safe, and see you guys in the next video.